Hey, A to Z English Podcast listeners, it's Jack here. And we just want to announce that we are now on WeChat. Our WeChat ID is A to Z English Podcast. That is A to Z English Podcast. One word, all lowercase. And if you join the group, you'll be able to talk with me. You'll be able to talk with Xochitl. And we can answer your questions. We can read your comments on the podcast. So we'd love for you to join us and be active in our WeChat group. Our WeChat ID is A to Z English Podcast. Thanks. See you on the app. Welcome to the A to Z English Podcast. My name is Jack, and I'm here with my co-host Xochitl. And today we are in the Idiom Academy. And we have three idioms, Xochitl. What's our first one?
Our first idiom is it's raining cats and dogs.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What does that mean, Jack?
Well, it means that cats and dogs are just falling from the sky for some reason. No, what it means is that it's raining very, very hard out there,
Mhm.
outside. So it's kind of an old idiom because I can just picture like my grandfather or my dad saying it, like
Yeah.
we're going outside to go in the car and it's raining cats and dogs out there. So we it's one of the dumbest like idioms like we have, but
Yeah.
it's so
Weird.
common. Like people use it still all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of not like it's a very nonsensical one. Like, why? I don't know if it's just because like when it rains really hard, I don't know what the etymology is, which means like the origin. I have no
Yeah.
idea what the origin is. Um, I think it's just like the slamming sound maybe of rain. It's like a cat fell from your roof or something or I don't know. So
I
I'm
mean,
not sure.
yeah, you could just any two nouns could be like it's raining bowling balls and toaster ovens. Like it could
Right.
be
Yeah.
it makes as much sense as cats and dogs. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But for some reason we chose cats and dogs.
Yeah, we
So
chose cats and
anyway,
dogs. We
it
have
just
to live
means
with it. Yeah.
it's pouring. It's pouring. So
Yeah.
which brings us to our next idiom. When it rains, it pours. Jack, what does that mean? When it
Oh,
rains,
this one I like this one because like it's like when you get a little bit busy, you get really busy. It seems like you'll go like weeks without anything, and then all of a sudden you have 20 things that you have to do.
Mhm.
It's like it just kind of, yeah, it just like when it rains, it pours, a lot of rain comes, but
Right.
when there's nothing, nothing is happening. So
When it rains, it pours, or what's the other one? It can also mean when something bad happens, that a lot of bad things happen. Like, let's say, oh, I was doing fine. Life's been fine, and then I broke my thumb, and then my mom broke her leg, and then we owe hospital bills, and now the hospital's all out of our pain medication. And then my dad got in a car crash on his way to pick us up.
right,
It's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of bad things.
It's just
But
like, yeah,
it's kind of
yeah.
how it is. It's like if I don't know if you've ever noticed, but it's like one bad thing happens and then a bunch of bad thing happen.
Well, it's
Bunch
like,
of bad things happen. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a guy is sitting at home and his girlfriend just broke up with him, and then he's like, checks his email. He got fired from his job,
Yeah.
and he gets a phone call. His grandmother passed away, or something, and it's
Right.
just like one after the other after the other. It's like when it rains, it pours. Yeah,
Right, of course.
yeah.
And then the other one is take a rain check. Jack, this one has always fascinated me because I don't think I understood what this meant until I was like a teenager or something. So
I
um
think I may still not know. Yeah, I mean, I know what it means, but I'm not sure like what it
why? I guess
why
maybe
they.
because if it's raining, well, tell them what it means and then I'll give you my idea about the etymology.
Yeah, so let's say, for example, let's say you said to me like, "Hey Jack, let's grab lunch on Tuesday," and I'm
Right.
like, "Oh, I have a meeting on Tuesday, so can I take a rain check?"
Mhm.
And a rain check just means can we change the date to a future time, but an unknown future time. So we
Right.
will have lunch together. It's just we don't know when it's going to happen in the future. So, we have to make a plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Just means, yeah, let's leave it for the future at some point.
Yeah,
Um,
it's kind of like saying it's kind of different than saying no, I'm
yeah,
busy. Because it's
it's kind
kind
of
of
like
like
saying maybe
saying,
later or something.
yeah, well, it's like it's nice. It's like a nice way to say like I want to spend time with you. I want to do this. I just
Right.
can't do it at that time that you said.
Right.
And
Yeah, it's
so
like it's nicer than maybe later. Like maybe later, it's like no, later for sure. Later for sure, you want to do this, but um,
yeah, maybe later is what we call blowing someone off,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's not maybe later. It's like a later for sure. I do want to hang out with you. I just can't, unfortunately, at that time.
right.
So take a rain
Exactly.
check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take a rain check.
Yeah, so it's a nice way to say that. And
Yeah.
yeah. All right, students, if you have any more questions about these idioms or any more idioms, make sure to leave us a comment down below at A to Z English Podcast. Shoot us an email at A to Z English Podcast at gmail.com. And make sure that you join the WeChat and WhatsApp groups to talk to us directly. I would love to see and hear you guys using these idioms. I think it would be really fun.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're able to, Jack and I have now started an English corner.
Yep.
For $10 a month, you get 20 lessons. So that's
Right.
50 cents per lesson. And the first 10 lessons are free.
Yep.
So if you feel so inclined to support us, and can and are able to support us, make sure to join us on the English Corner. And you can do that through our WeChat group. Um, and so we will see you guys next time. And again, thank you so much for sticking with us through the podcast. We really appreciate your support. And we will see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.